The rain had stopped only minutes earlier, but the road still shimmered beneath the afternoon sunlight like sheets of broken glass. I remember gripping the steering wheel so tightly that my knuckles turned white as I glanced into the rearview mirror and saw the fear in her eyes. What happened that day was supposed to be a simple favor. Instead, it became the moment that changed 3 lives forever. Before we begin, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of doing the right thing even when it's difficult, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to Ancient Truth. Your support helps these stories reach people who may need them most. My name is Garrick Hale, and for 12 years I had been married to the love of my life, Morel. We weren't rich. We didn't live in a giant house. We didn't have perfect lives. But we were happy. At least, that's what I thought. It was a bright Thursday afternoon in early spring. The sky was clear after a brief rainstorm, and the city seemed washed clean. Morel had called me during lunch and asked if I could drive her best friend home after a charity event because she wasn't feeling well. Her best friend, Celine Voss, had been part of our lives for years. She was the kind of person everyone admired. Intelligent. Kind. Independent. But lately, something about her had changed. The sparkle in her eyes had faded. The laughter that once filled every room had become rare. When I picked her up outside the community center, she looked exhausted. Not physically tired. Broken. The kind of broken that hides beneath a smile. For most of the drive, silence filled the car. The sunlight flickered through rows of trees as we traveled down a quiet boulevard. I could feel that she wanted to say something, but whatever it was seemed trapped behind a wall of fear. Then, about 10 minutes from her apartment, she suddenly leaned forward. Her voice trembled. She whispered that she needed me to take her somewhere private. My heart skipped. 1,000 possibilities rushed through my mind. The request sounded strange. Unexpected. Concerning. I glanced at her in the mirror. Tears filled her eyes. And in that moment, I knew this wasn't what it sounded like. Something was terribly wrong. I turned off the main road and drove toward a peaceful lakeside park that overlooked the water. It was the middle of the afternoon, and the area was nearly empty except for a few joggers and families walking along distant paths. When we arrived, she sat frozen for nearly a minute. Then she broke. The tears came suddenly. Violently. Years of pain seemed to pour out all at once. I had never seen anyone cry like that. Not even at funerals. Not even during tragedies. This was the cry of someone carrying a burden far too heavy for one person to bear. Eventually she told me the truth. 3 months earlier she had received devastating news. She had been diagnosed with a rare heart condition. Without major treatment, her doctors weren't sure how much time she had. The word struck me like a hammer. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Celine was only 34 years old. Healthy. Active. Full of life. At least that's what everyone thought. But behind closed doors she had been fighting a battle alone. She hadn't told anyone. Not her coworkers. Not her relatives. Not even Morel. She was terrified. Terrified of becoming a burden. Terrified of watching people pity her. Terrified of seeing the fear in the eyes of those she loved. Most of all, she was terrified of dying before she had truly lived. As she spoke, the afternoon sun reflected across the lake, turning the water into liquid gold. The contrast was almost unbearable. Nature looked beautiful. Yet beside me sat someone whose world was collapsing. She admitted that she had considered disappearing. Leaving town. Cutting ties. Facing everything alone. But that morning, while watching volunteers help strangers at the charity event, something inside her changed. She realized she didn't want to disappear. She wanted help. She wanted hope. She wanted someone to know. And somehow, for reasons she couldn't explain, she trusted me enough to tell me first. I sat there in silence. Not because I didn't care. Because I didn't know what to say. What words could possibly make something like that better? Eventually I told her the only truth I knew. That she wasn't alone. That she didn't have to carry this burden by herself. And that Morel deserved to know. The drive back felt different. The world looked the same. But everything had changed. That evening, Celine came to our house. The conversation that followed lasted for hours. There were tears. Shock. Fear. Silence. Then more tears. Morel held her best friend as both women cried together in our living room. For the first time in months, Celine wasn't facing her nightmare alone. The following weeks became some of the most difficult and meaningful of our lives. Doctor appointments replaced weekend outings. Medical research replaced television. Fundraising replaced vacations. Every day brought uncertainty. Every day brought fear. But something beautiful also emerged. People showed up. Neighbors. Co-workers. Old friends. Former classmates. Individuals who hadn't spoken to Celine in years suddenly appeared with meals, donations, messages, and support. Human kindness revealed itself in ways none of us expected. One elderly woman donated $20 and included a note that simply said she believed every life mattered. A young mechanic repaired Celine's car for free. A local bakery organized a fundraiser. Children collected spare change in jars. The amount of love surrounding her became impossible to ignore. Yet despite everything, the financial challenge remained enormous. The treatment she needed was expensive. Far beyond what insurance would cover. One evening I found Morel sitting alone on our porch. She stared into the darkness without speaking. When I sat beside her, she finally admitted what had been haunting her. We might not raise enough money in time. The fear in her voice shattered me. For years, I had always viewed myself as someone who could solve problems. Work harder. Find answers. Fix things. But some battles can't be conquered by determination alone. For the first time in my life, I felt powerless. Then something extraordinary happened. A video from one of the fundraisers began spreading online. Thousands of people watched it. Then tens of thousands. Then millions. Messages arrived from around the country. Donations poured in. Strangers shared their own stories of survival and resilience. Hope returned. Little by little. Day by day. Finally, after months of uncertainty, enough money was raised. The surgery was scheduled. The morning of the operation arrived beneath a brilliant blue sky. The kind of sky that feels symbolic. As though the universe itself is holding its breath. We sat together in the hospital waiting room. Celine looked frightened. But she also looked stronger than I had ever seen her. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. When the nurses arrived to take her away, she hugged Morel for what felt like forever. Then she hugged me. No words. No speeches. Just gratitude. Hours passed. Each minute felt endless. Every time a doctor walked through the hallway, our hearts jumped. Eventually the surgeon appeared. His expression was unreadable. The room fell silent. Then he smiled. The surgery had been successful. I don't think I've ever experienced relief that powerful. Morel burst into tears. I did too. For a few moments, neither of us cared who saw. The months that followed weren't easy. Recovery rarely is. There were setbacks. Difficult days. Moments of frustration. Moments of exhaustion. But there was also progress. Slow. Steady. Beautiful progress. Color returned to Celine's face. Strength returned to her body. Laughter returned to her voice. Life returned to her future. 1 year later, we gathered at the same lakeside park where everything had begun. The same sunlight danced across the water. The same breeze moved through the trees. Yet everything felt different. Celine stood beside us, healthy and smiling. A future that once seemed impossible now stretched before her. As we watched the sunset, she admitted something she had never told anyone. That day in the car, before she asked me to take her somewhere private, she had nearly decided to give up completely. She believed her story was ending. She believed nobody would understand. She believed she had become invisible. But one conversation changed everything. One moment of honesty. One act of trust. One decision to ask for help. And because of that decision, she was still here. Still laughing. Still dreaming. Still living. Sometimes life changes in dramatic ways. Not because of grand miracles. But because someone chooses kindness at exactly the right moment. Because someone listens. Because someone stays. Because someone cares. And perhaps that's the lesson I carried from that extraordinary chapter of our lives. We never truly know what battles another person is fighting. The smiling stranger. The cheerful coworker. The friend who insists everything is fine. Any one of them may be carrying a burden too heavy to bear alone. A little compassion can save more than a day. Sometimes it can save a life. Before we reach the end of this story, I have one special request. Comment, "Hope Lives," if you believe that even in the darkest moments, there is always a reason to keep moving forward. Today, whenever I drive past that lakeside park, I remember the frightened woman sitting in the back seat of my car. I remember the whispered request. I remember the tears. I remember the fear. But most importantly, I remember what came after. The courage. The friendship. The love. The second chance. And if this story touched your heart in any way, please take a moment to like the video, leave a comment, share it with someone who may need encouragement, and subscribe to Ancient Truth. Your engagement helps stories of hope, resilience, and human kindness reach people all around the world. Because sometimes the smallest act of kindness becomes the beginning of someone else's miracle. And sometimes, a single whispered sentence can change everything.